Wild Unknown's Set Champs is around the corner, and there are 4 very good budget aggro decks that I want to talk to you about. Let's get into it. The 4 decks I want to talk about are Emerald Amethyst Burn, Amethyst Steel Burn, Emerald Steel Discard and Damage, and of course Dogs. We are going in order from the fastest and easiest to the slowest and most powerful. So let's get into it. First we have Emerald Amethyst Burn. I talk about the new additions of this deck in this video over here, and this deck is all gas, no brakes, to the point that it has only one card that gives you any interaction with your opponent, which is they never come back. That's the only way you can stop your opponent from disrupting your plan. However, the deck is extremely fast and it goes really quick until the end, and when you're getting towards the last step, you close it with non-interactive lore, Gather Knowledge and Wisdom, White Rose, and of course the Chromicon and the Incaster are the ways you close most games. However, you may want a little bit more agency, and that's where Amethyst Steel comes into play, of which I talk about in this other video. Amethyst Steel still has all this uninteractive lore from Gather Knowledge and Wisdom, the White Rose, Duskspire even, and it even has the Giant Cobra. It also gives you the interaction to deal with your opponent, things like Strength of a Raging Fire, or having a bodyguard. Now you combine a bodyguard with Strength of a Raging Fire with the Never Come Back, you got a lot more agency. You sacrifice speed for a little bit more of versatility. Speaking of which, we go to our next one, Emerald Steel Discard and Damage. This deck is way slower, you have almost no uninteractive lore, except for Go-Go Tomago and a little bit of a snowball fight. This deck instead has a lot of disruption, both in the shape of destroying your opponent creatures with, again, Strength of a Raging Fire, or discarding them the cards. You have Early Pressure with the Curse Merfolk and Joshua Sweet, and then you just try to stop your opponent from developing their plan for long enough so that you can win the game. This is a lot more agency, a lot harder to play, a lot more things to consider, but it's also still very fun and very budget friendly. And of course, last one on the list, we got Dogs. We wouldn't be talking about budget aggro decks without Dogs, right? Dogs is the best deck, is the best aggro deck, is the best budget deck, is possibly the best deck of the format, full stop. So, why would you choose Dogs? Dogs is actually a lot more difficult to play than it looks like. You can make a lot of mistakes if you ink things out of order, if you delay playing your Undead Sea, if you sieve your lady too early, if you sieve your lady too late, if you overcome to the board. It's a very difficult deck to play well. So if you don't know how to play it, you're probably gonna get better results playing something faster and simpler like Emerald Amethyst. When you put the time to learn it, Dogs is the better deck. Which deck should you play? It depends. Do you prefer more speed or more agency? Do you have the time to practice the deck, or do you want something that you can just pick up and play? If you don't have lots of time to practice, I would say Emerald Amethyst is probably your best option. And then you can continue going up the ladder in terms of more agency, more complicated. If you like this type of content, click on the subscribe button, join the Misfits crew, and be in the loop for more videos in this style. Have fun stomping through the set champs with either one of these budget decks, which are all of them really fun to play. Good luck with set champs, and until next time.